But you know, who knows when there weren't days we didn't move and rewind the time.
My name is Kent Pells, and I'm from San Jose, California, and I'm 75 years old. Today I'm going to be loving Marilyn Pells, whom I met and fell in love with the first week in June in 1961. We had a blind date, and 3 days later we were engaged to be married. We were so madly in love, there were just bells and whistles immediately when we first met. And I can still feel that feeling. And while that original intensity maybe has moderated, my respect and admiration for her has deepened. So the love has taken on a new definition as we've been together all these years.
My name is Tiffany Chow. I'm currently 23. I'm from Palo Alto, California. I will be thinking of all the cute, random, sweet things of my boyfriend. So.
When was the moment when you first realized that you were in love with him?
He had sent me this treasure box, and it was full of these little tokens and mementos of our time together, and I just kind of melted.
I'm gonna focus on my ex-girlfriend, whose name is Tracy, and dated her for a year and a half, and actually moved to another city to sort of live with her, and we then ended up working together. And then when we broke up, we were still working together. And I did that for about 3 weeks, and then it was just too much.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, should I take off my glasses?
Yes,
right here?
definitely.
When you're in a relationship like that, it's kind of like experiencing a death, when it's not around anymore. You do go through the stages of grief, I think, sometimes. I'm going to focus on the first 8 months of the relationship when things were perfect. So.
It's actually really important to stay as absolutely still as possible because even just a little bit of head movement will actually swamp the signal that we're looking for.
Okay, great.
Okay.
My name is Morgan English. I'm 24 years old from New York City.
This is just to determine whether you are okay to go into the scanner. So let's just check, make sure this is okay.
I've been meditating on love. I don't think about a specific person. I don't think about a specific scenario. I focus on my lower gut, and then I focus on my chest cavity, and then I focus on my mind. So sort of a truncated chakra meditation.
So it should be good.
Oh, that's so exciting.
So, woo! So you'll have to take that off.
I don't think that I'm going to win. I don't really know what winning would look like, but I don't feel like I've ever actually been in love. So I'm told that once you are in love, you know it. And if I'm apprehensive, then that means I probably haven't ever felt it.
I'll be actually talking to you the entire time. Okay?
Okay, great. Thanks.
So we have the dopamine pathway, the serotonin pathway, and the oxytocin vasopressin pathway. Those are the proposed pathways that researchers think are involved in the experience of romantic love. And what's interesting is that all of these pathways seem to be converging on the nucleus accumbens, so that's one of the regions that we're going to be looking at. It may be a primary indicator of how much love they're experiencing.
It's amazing to sit here in this facility and measure brains all the time. And often we're measuring things, that can be a little boring. Love is something that everybody finds compelling and interesting, and it's an important part of everyone's life.
Have you ever been in love?
Yes, I have. Many times.
Many times?
Yeah. I can think of so many things that I've loved that don't necessarily relate to romance or lust or whatever the wide variety of responses are that we attach the word love to. I find love unavoidable and continuous and often coming from somewhere you don't expect.
I love what Ramdas said. Ramdas says if you're in a relationship for the money, for the sex, for the companionship, for any of those reasons, it's not going to last. You have to be in it for what he calls to come to God together. Now, I don't believe he means that means take the other person to church. I think it means to evolve together. So to me, come to God means that you're helping the other person to evolve into the person they're supposed to be, and they're helping you evolve.
I am Milo. I am 10, and I'm here for a love competition. Love is like a feeling you have for someone that you have feelings about. I don't know. There's a lot of ways to explain it.
Yeah. Have you ever felt love?
Not like crush love, but I mean, I have, but not crush love.
Yeah. All right. So, who will you be loving today?
Probably my little baby cousin Ingrid, because she's my new cousin and she's very cute.
Who do you think will win?
I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, there's a nice age range. I might predict based on age. Maybe one of the older guys.
You think?
Yeah, I think experience. You know, being an older guy myself, I think experience might matter. In the beginning of a relationship, the hormones are just going crazy.
Yeah.
And that could probably be a big factor.
Yeah.
But in this case, you know, you're trying to get people to control it to some extent, right?
Yeah. So you think Kent or Don?
Yeah.
Which one?
Don. That's my prediction.
So you can see that it'll do it on me.
Wow.
Right? Now we're going to go into the scanner. Okay, you comfortable? Excellent.
I'm pretty nervous.
I think I'm going to run the risk of my brain sort of short-circuiting.
I'm just going to be centering myself inside of my gut and trying to feel warmth.
I'm just really happy to be here. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
What this is showing is that we're collecting a full signal throughout the entire scope of his brain every 2 seconds for about 5 minutes. Okay, here we go.
We're not in love. We're just comparing. We're not in love, but we're just comparing. Yeah, we're not in love, but we're just
I walked out and I felt like I was glowing.
It was crazy.
Wasn't it?
And I just felt like the surge of just warmth and happiness and excitement, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
And
And it just sort of like erupted out of me, you know? I
I can't explain it. Okay, so I don't know what the hell just happened. Yeah.
So you think you did good?
I think I actually did kind of good.
I love that experience. I did. It was profound because I started thinking of all the ways I love. And I isolated it into feeling protective of like my children when they were born. And then I started thinking of being appreciated by others or honored in what I do. I felt like I was in outer space in a really, trippy, wonderful way. I could have stayed in there for a long time. Yeah.
Well, I knew my heart rate was up, but it was only after the scan stopped that I knew my head was also throbbing at the same time. But not in like a dangerous, oh my God, what's happening way, but kind of like, oh, okay.
The feeling was more of sweetness and how much fun it was. So we've been blessed with a really lovely 50-year relationship. There wasn't any drama. We didn't have any big tragedies in our lives, and so it was more a feeling of, wow, that's been a good trip. And so how that shows up on my brain, I have no idea.
It felt like you guys were seeing some private things. Like, you guys can't see what I'm thinking, but you can see the manifestation of that, almost like you're seeing drawings that I've, private drawings or something. When I was in there, I found it fascinating that I felt kind of over it.
Whoa, really?
I felt like I was over it, and like I depleted my supply of love chemicals for that particular individual. You can only think about a thing too much, and I think I might be over that one. So. And I think that was kind of the proof there.
It was beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, I feel very grateful. Felt like I just kept feeling how grateful I was for my life, how blessed I was for my life. I just feel like I've always been in the right place at the right time when I needed to be there. Just really grateful for that. I can't believe I picked a guy that for 50 years has just allowed me to be who I am.
We're not in love. We're just comparing. We're not in love, but we're just comparing. Yeah, we're not in love, but we're just comparing. So don't